One take, one take, one take, one take, Tuesday. So, this Christmas thing, it's pretty cool and all, but I gotta tell you, I'm more excited about the fact that I'm getting a bunch of podcasts this week, mainly from Giant Bomb, pertaining to Game of the Year chatter and all that good stuff. I love Game of the Year talk. It's awesome, fun, and great to listen to, and Giant Bomb do a fantastic job of it every year, just hammering out the podcast and the content on their site and video. Just check it out, man. I'm just saying, they do a smashing stand-up job, and I am a fan of it. And that's what I'm going to spend my time doing a lot this week. But anyway, let's get into the Pokemon. It's a game against Wolf. I can't remember his proper full Twitch or YouTube name because I wrote it down on my desktop, and my desktop is of course not with me right now because I'm away in London. So I'll put Wolf in the title. If this was you who battled me, then tell me and I'll change it and that'll be sorted. But as you can see, not much is happening at the start of this game. The essential premise is that he has a Goodra, which is an infestation trapper, meaning I can't switch out because infestation has trapped me. The only thing I can do is set up my screens, get up my spikes, and then finally Thunderwave. So Klefki's basically able to do everything it wants to, but it's kind of limited in the way that, you know, I'm not actually going to be able to do my screens like exactly when I want them because I started off with my light screen early not knowing he had infestation, and then it kind of followed the course that I was like, okay, I don't want to waste my reflect because I'm going to be stuck in here for turn, so I'm wasting reflect turn. So I set up all my spikes, then set up my reflect, then decided to go for the paralysis, which doesn't actually make a huge amount of difference because his Goodra is actually a rain dance variety, and it goes for it now because of hydration. It's going to get cured of the paralysis. So I, however, go into Talonflame and go for a Swords Dance, thinking that this is a perfect opportunity to do so. Honestly, I wasn't fearing anything from the Goodra. He only had infestation and rain dance and stuff from what I'd seen so far. Nothing else to really touch me. So I was like, okay, screw it. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. And now I am in a pretty nice position. I have 3 layers of spikes up. Talonflame ready to go to town on a lot of these guys. So go for the Brave Birdies, which is in the Doublade, which is a nice play. Obviously, Doublade able to take that hit with the Eviolite, the 150 base defense, higher defenses than Aegislash. So actually a very good defensive Pokemon, but special defensively not anything to shout home about, which is why it kind of sucks a little bit. But I don't know, using it's fun sometimes, and I may try and make one at some point. But yes, I'm able to finish him off with a Flare Blitz, even though we are in the rain. I have +2 and a Life Orb to my name. I'm pretty much ready to roast anything, and I'm hoping this rain's going to run out soon. It would be crying shame if it stopped me a bit more. But in comes Gyarados, is going to get the Intimidate off, which is unfortunate, leaves me at +1 as opposed to +2. And then Mega Evolves into Mega Gyarados, which has significantly more bulk, I believe, than normal Gyarados. I don't think its defense is raised hugely. Its special defense is certainly much higher. But I'm thinking with Life Orb +1 Brave Bird, probably won't take it out, but I'll do a huge solid amount, which will allow me to revenge kill it. But I get fortunate in the critical hit which occurs here. I'm able to finish off Gyarados in a singular strike, but it also means that because of all the HP that I've taken off him, I'm going to hit it right back onto myself, get the recoil damage and the Life Orb damage, which I'm not able to survive, which is unfortunate. Means my Talonflame's kind of lost, but I did put in a lot of work early game. A lot of threats gone down. His main Rain Sweeper in the form of Gyarados is gone, and that's pretty great. So now goes into Mrs. Wild Chase, who, unfortunately, this thing is a trapper, and I cannot switch out. I really wanted to say Vaporeon. Vaporeon would have been so useful because he has a Greninja on his team, and you'll see later on, Greninja is going to cause me some trouble. So really would have liked to keep Vaporeon around, and unfortunately I can't switch. My only option here is to go for the Scald, and I get even more unlucky by the fact that I get paralyzed, which sucks. And not only that, I miss a Toxic. So things are not going Vaporeon's way. Yeah, so it seems right now. It's a little bit unfortunate, but you know, once that happens, you know, I made the wrong decision. You know, when 2 Pokemon faint on the same turn, you got to really think about what your opponent's going to go into. And I didn't consider the fact that the Gothorita would be coming in. It would trap me with the T-Bolt, and I really wouldn't be able to retaliate too much against it. So I lose Vaporeon. Unfortunately, those circumstances don't really work out. It seems like he's got kind of pseudo-trapping going on here with the Infestation and the Gothorita. But anyway, I bring in Mega Kanga. This was obviously, if you're going to complain in the comments, because I know people are. It's like, oh, that Herpadirt Mega Kanga is bad. No, people, I didn't take this battle today. It was like a few weeks ago, so Mega Kanga was not banned at that time. It's perfectly okay in this video. So, I kill it with return because it's weak and I'm strong, and that's the circle of life. Now goes into Greninja. And here's the thing which really fucking annoys me. Greninja goes for the Dark Pulse, gets the flinch. I'm like, okay, fine, I can take another one of those. I can take a Surf pretty easily, then just kill him, right? Let me just finish off this Greninja, please. I would like to do so. I'd actually like to set up on it. I'd like to get a power-up punch off and set up on it. But no! He gets a crit, which limits my survivability even more, to the point at which now I'm not going to be able to finish him off unless I go for Sucker Punch, and so I'm kind of forced into a corner because I'll die from the next hit if I don't go for the Sucker Punch. But obviously he knows that, and so goes into Talonflame, and the pressure was just too much. I really should have predicted the switch, but I was kind of at a loss there and was not able to pull out the return when I should have done. If I'd gone for the return, man, would have been a lot easier, and maybe my time here would have been much better, because Kangaskhan probably would have been able to sweep with Sucker Punch at that point, but ends up dying to the Brave Bird as his Talonflame comes in. I see it's a Leftovers variety, so I know it's going to be not as powerful as mine because I am packing the Life Orb, but which basically leads me to believe that my Aegislash will be able to take the Flare Blitz pretty well, considering that it's a Flare Blitz from a Talonflame, and get the Weakness Policy boost. And that's exactly what happens. I live it in the red. I'm able to get the +2/+2, go for the Shadow Ball, and the recording's messing up a little bit. That's fine. You get the general idea. I go for the Shadow Ball, smash Talonflame, and it is out the way. Now, I do need to still deal with Greninja, but I do have Shadow Sneak, so I should be able to finish that off. However, he still has Goodra, and ladies and gentlemen, I agonized for ages and ages over what move to go for, whether Shadow Sneak or Sacred Sword would do more damage. I decided Sacred Sword because someone said something, and I was like, okay, I'd probably kill it at +2, and then I realized, god damn it, I'm a fucking idiot. Goodra is faster than Aegislash, so I don't get off the Shadow Sneak. Instead, I go for Sacred Sword, which does nothing, and unfortunately, I'm not able to do any damage to the Goodra. It means I go into my Excadrill, which is at this point my last Pokemon, and at this point really all hope is lost, because he still has Greninja, and the only saving grace is whether Greninja will live the Spike switch in, because if it does, then it will be able to finish my Excadrill off with a Surf, but if it doesn't, that's his last Pokemon, and it will die, and I will be able to take the game. So Goodra clearly can't do anything to Excadrill apart from go for the Infestation, which is fine. I don't take a huge amount of damage from it. Lose the Balloon, which isn't crucial because he's not going to be using Earthquake with his Greninja. But now he goes into it. In comes the Spike damage. Is it going to... No! 1 HP! 1 HP, ladies and gentlemen. I shit you not. The Greninja lived with that amount, he told me, and I lose for 1 HP. Oh my goodness. A lot of hacks were flying around. Certainly, the flinch and the crit on the Kangaskhan was the most crippling of that, and basically allowed him to weave his way through and worm his way in for the kill and for the match. So there you go. That's going to be the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you getting ready for Christmas. It's Christmas Eve today. Tomorrow shall be the snowing time, and Merry Christmas to people. Celebrate it. I hope you enjoy that time and have a good one. I certainly will try to myself. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys, probably not tomorrow because it is Christmas after all, but I'll see you with another battle sometime soon. Till then, leave a like if you enjoyed. If you didn't, it's your choice, and goodbye.